Hello everyone, I'm Elizabeth Shaw and this channel is all about the narcissistic personality disorder. To understand what you've been through, to understand what you're dealing with, if you're still dealing with or what you have dealt with, and ways to recover from narcissistic abuse. This video is about what narcissistic abuse actually does to you. If it's your parents, you might have never truly known reality or who you are. If you did survive childhood without narcissistic people in your life and then get into a relationship with a narcissist, they steal your mind, your reality, your passions, your hopes, your dreams, your happiness. It's all wiped out of your mind and you're left with so much confusion and so many emotionally and psychological scars to heal from. Fears of not being understood, fear of the unknown, fear of loving, fear of freedom, fear of pain, fear of anger, fear of judgment, fear of failure. Where your mind once was, you're left with so many negative emotions to deal with. Overwhelmed, guilt, pain, anger, resentment, frustrated, disappointed. You have been gaslighted, manipulated, lied to, violated and ridiculed. Have yourself taken apart bit by bit and your reality's changed so many times that you are left a former shell of yourself. Once out, there are things to process and to go through to learn who you are again and heal. You might self-isolate. Most of us will have already been isolated by the narcissist, yet once out, that fear of being misunderstood from law enforcement, from family, from friends, fearing that no one will understand or believe you, you might feel ashamed about the behaviour that you once accepted from someone that you should have never accepted, or you might feel ashamed of if you've reacted at times. So instead of getting back out into the real world and facing the pain of the past relationship head on, we end up self-isolating ourselves to protect ourselves from more pain, from the reality, from judgment and from reactions from the narcissist. Anxiety and CPTSD also play a big role in this. To start healing from self-isolation, it starts within you. If you expect to meet negative people, they will most often appear. Why? A lot of people say, I attract narcissists. And once upon a time, I attracted narcissistic people too. We have to change our approach to stop attracting them. We have to stop invalidating ourselves, stop accepting behaviours from others that we would not treat other people like, and only accept behaviours from those around us of how we behave towards them. Turning inwards and learning to trust within ourselves for who we are, learning our standards and not letting them drop, learning to love ourselves, learning our own personal boundaries and that our no needs to mean no. Getting back out and doing the things we love for us. Either going back to old hobbies or trying new ones. Start connecting online with people who've lived the same experience and understand you, just to get you started. Anxiety is a worry from fears. We can have rational anxieties. If you're driving along and a lorry comes towards you, that's going to be a rational anxiety. If you're in supermarkets and something triggers you, even though you are safe, if that panic begins, that's an irrational anxiety. And because you're living in that constant state of fear and hypervigilance, your anxiety levels do heighten massively with a narcissist, and they don't just disappear the second you walk out of that door. So when the panic begins, and it can be hard to start bringing yourself back out of this. So to start healing anxiety, create morning routines, look after your mind and your body, take walks, get up and brush your teeth, choose good food, meditation, yoga, learning your triggers, then get an anchor thought or a picture or bring yourself into the present moment. Tell yourself, I am safe now. Count down from 30 and focus on those numbers as you're counting down. CPTSD, complex post-traumatic stress disorder, is difficulty in controlling your emotions, feeling hostile and distrust towards the world, feeling emptiness, and again, like nobody gets it, nobody understands it. So to start recovering from CPTSD, know your triggers. Talk again to those who understand what you've been through. Give yourself time. EMDR treatment helps a lot of people recover and overcome CPTSD. Fear of doing something that you love, fear of failure, fear of success. As narcissistic people are so jealous and envious, they punish others who succeed or put others down. This conditions your mind to lose interest in acknowledging your own achievements, abilities, and your own self-worth. Start to heal. First, acknowledge and write down anything and everything you've achieved in your life. Look at others that are doing something that you would love to do. Study them, see they can do it, see that is reality, and know that you can do that too. Use any painful emotion from the ex to drive you to prove them wrong. The best revenge is success within yourself. Create new dreams and take those steps to get you there. Mistakes are allowed. We all make mistakes. We all fail. To fail is your first attempt in learning. So learn, change direction, let it go, and then go again. Do not quit on you. Self-sabotage. Narcissistic people infect your minds on so many levels. Parents or partners. They condition you through gaslighting, silent treatment, and other manipulation to lose your own thoughts. And in its place, they also, from many put-downs, in the place of your thoughts is their voice. They twist arguments and words. So even after the relationship has ended or you've distanced yourself from your parents or your boss, their voice is still in your head. You need to recognise that only you talk to you, and you need to stop talking to yourself how they talk to you. Thanks to narcissists' covert and overt put-downs, verbal abuse, criticism, we often end up punishing ourselves, sabotaging our dreams, goals, efforts and future. The narcissist leaves us feeling worthless within ourselves and our own abilities. As we get programmed to go to them for the reality checks, it becomes incredibly difficult to start thinking for ourselves. Steps to recover from self-sabotaging. Write down what they said to you. Then look at them from the perspective of someone that you've really cared about. What would you tell that person? Whenever you recognise their toxic words in your mind, stop yourself and explain to your own mind that it's not your thoughts. Start with something small that they said you couldn't wear or didn't look good in, and then wear it. Something they stopped you doing. Start doing it again for you. You no longer trust in yourself or those around you. You no longer trust in your own judgments and intentions or the intentions of those around you. Someone you once trusted has destroyed that. Your normal cautions become hypervigilance. The narcissist breaks your trust in so many ways and so many times, and through things like triangulation, when they have said your friend doesn't care about you or your parents just use you. They gaslight your reality of those around you. Steps to recover. Learn to tune in and listen to your instincts. Do not go against your instincts. They know what they are telling you, even when you do not. Look at friendships, if you can, of the past, of those who've not hurt you. Learn about you and to walk away from negative people and surround yourself with people that are positive and more like the person that you're willing and wanting to create within yourself. Emotions and memory. As narcissistic, abusive people put you in a constant state of the survival mechanism within our own minds of fight or flight, which this survival state is good on a temporary basis. On a long-term basis, it grows our amygdala in our brain, which houses our emotions, as we can then have to convince ourselves. Well, we can in the moment convince ourselves that the narcissist has positive traits as we've lived that reality, and play down the negative traits. With the help of the narcissist projection, blame shifting, and we end up believing the abuse isn't as bad as it is, as it's also easier on our own emotions. As our amygdala grows, our negative emotions are a constant hypervigilant high. So our subconscious plays things down to help keep control of our own emotions. Also, with the gaslighting, our hippocampus shrinks, which houses our memories, making it easier for our reality to be distorted. Steps to recover. Once out, writing down the memories that come to you, the reality you were drip fed, and the true reality, dealing with the emotions as they appear, screaming them out, crying them out, writing them out, releasing the past bit by bit. Sense of self. The narcissist has caused great psychological abuse to your mind. You start to question and doubt yourself in so many ways, no longer knowing what you love, what you hate. Steps to recovery. First, know it's understandable to lose yourself from time to time, and it's okay. Just realise now is the time to recreate yourself. Find who you are and what you love, and then never stop. Look for new hobbies, new goals, new dreams, new outcomes. Ask yourself, who am I? And keep going until you know. Then when you know who you are, keep developing and working on who you are. Plenty of people lose themselves and who they are. And you might not know any reasons behind things in that moment. Create the reasons by creating yourself for the future. Look at a time in your life when something didn't go as you wanted, yet 6 months later, 2 years later, it worked out for the better, to show yourself that it is possible. Remember, it is all baby steps. When a baby learns to walk, they stumble and fall, they get up and go again. You're reprogramming your own mind. And you're recreating your life, your present, your future, your hopes, your dreams, your beliefs. You are allowed steps back. You get up and go again. You can and you will. Now, when you're having those down moments, those down days, those self-doubts, you've got to find the methods to pick yourself back up, to drive yourself forward, to cheat yourself out of bed. Now, one of mine, when I personally was struggling to get out of bed and get going, was I've got children, so I'd put my alarm at the other side of the room. So I had to get out of that bed and turn that alarm off, quick smart, before it woke all the kids up, to trick my own mind into getting up. And even when when life's going well, you can still have those days where you just don't want to get out of bed. Some people more than others. It's just part of life and part of who we are. Even though we've been through some hideous experiences, you can still get up and you can still go again. Now, this is just a quick video. Well, it's not really a quick video, but this is a video on quick snippets of each bit. There is longer videos on the channel about fight and flight, and about healing insecurities, and about healing self-doubt, and about your beliefs, and about losing those negative thoughts. If you need more information on those specific areas, please do leave anything in the comments that's helped you, that may help someone else, because it all depends how something is said or how something is written to how people perceive things to get the outcome that they need. And we are all individuals, although we've all experienced eerily similar stories with these kinds of people, because we've all been with people that are on the narcissistic personality disorder. We do all take on board advice in a different way. So it's about finding the method that helps you heal you. Ask any questions and I will pop a video on to try and explain more. Thank you very much for listening. Bye.